Hi, my name's James Pikeway, and welcome to the James Casts, a podcast and another edition of a Nightline replay. For over a dozen years, I was the host of Nightline on Dubai Eye 103.8 FM, and I had the opportunity to speak to the nation, the UAE. I spoke to them through call-in shows and interviews with those people making a difference in the community. This episode is all about the Zayed University Middle East Film Festival, ZUMEFF, which in 2015 was mounting its third edition. I spoke to two of the student organizers about their role in pulling ZUMEFF together, why ZUMEFF was important to them, and why they thought it mattered to the UAE, students, and the greater Middle East. Fast forward to 2025, and ZUMEFF is spooling up for another great edition as I speak. In my opinion, this 2015 conversation is as relevant today as it was back then. So, without further ado, let's join the ZUMEFF conversation. We're going to talk about the Zayed University Middle East Film Festival, and who better to have talk about a film festival that's put together for students, by students, than students. We've got Sheikha and Miriam joining us from Abu Dhabi, from the festival. Good evening. Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
It's great to have you both with us. When is ZUMEFF, the Zayed University Middle East Film Festival? When does it start?
We're starting the opening ceremony on the 23rd of April, and then it goes on until 25th, where the closing ceremony starts.
And
we have the screenings on the 24th and the 25th.
And the film festival itself is taking place at the brand new Zayed University campus in Abu Dhabi. It is beautiful, and it's not out of the way compared to the downtown campus. It's easy for people from Dubai and other Emirates to get there. It's just past the airport, literally.
Yes, it is.
This is the third installment of ZUMEFF.
Yes, it is.
How did this whole thing get started?
Well, it was initially established in 2012 as a graduation product by two girls. Their names are Liaz El-Falasi and Rima Majid. They started it as a capstone, and it was successful. So we people on the CCMS faculty and students decided to continue it through last year and this year also.
So let me just back up for a second. These two students,
yes,
for their graduation project, thought, you know what, let's put together a film festival.
Exactly.
As one does. That sounds like a pretty wild idea.
They're pretty wild girls.
So they put together a film festival. This is 3 years ago. In response, students and faculty in the College of Communication and Media Sciences at Zayed University, they realized that this wasn't just a one-off thing, that why not let's take this on and make it part of what we teach in our classes.
Exactly. This is how we ended up doing this. We're students at this class.
So this is a 400 level class, and it's about
COM 475.
COM 475, and is the class itself about putting on a film festival, or is it about what's the theme of the class itself?
It's called actually Plan and Promotion for Film and Festivals.
Okay.
But I think I remember that one of the years they pretended to have a film festival, but carrying on, film festival did carry on during the classes.
When you know you're taking this course,
yes,
is it a little bit is it intimidating knowing that you've got to do at least as good as the year before and take things even further?
It's not. I actually see it as a challenge.
Okay.
And it's very exciting for us, as speaking for myself, I take it as an elective. I don't really have to take it, but I do because I have challenges. So me and other friends took it as an elective, and we were really excited about it. We did not have in mind that we had to do a better job than those who did it last time or the ones before.
Is there any pressure though when this whole class is sitting together?
There is pressure and there is stress. That's common in any festival done.
Tell us a little bit about the festival itself. The tagline on the site is "For students, by students."
Yes, and this year we came up with a new slogan: "A student today, a director tomorrow."
Tell me a little bit more about that whole process.
Well, the festival aims to showcase student films and encourage young filmmakers in the region. So we all gathered and we thought, why not change the slogan? So we all brainstormed and came up with different names, and by the end of it, we came to this name that we thought that it's original and different. And compared to other years, this year we got like over 100 film submissions from 20 universities and 8 countries.
20 universities from 8 countries, 100 films. And are they, when we talk about films, a film could be, you know, a 6-minute production. It could be a 60.
It could be up to 25 minutes.
So you've got up to 25-minute productions. Yes. When you put together the invitation for submissions, how do you put that invitation together so that you get content that you can actually judge against each other?
Well, we have a jury and we have a student committee who judge all these films and decide which films are to be showcased and which are not to be chosen. So that committee deals with that, and we have like 5 winners for this. We have the best of the best. We have the best narrative. We have best documentary, best news story, and best animation. And whoever wins, even if they are living in another country, they get flown to Abu Dhabi to attend the closing ceremony.
You said you've got 100 submissions at this point.
Yes, our judges include Jason Mersch. He's the creative executive for Imagination.
Oh, okay.
And we have Mohammed Hassan Ahmed. He's the writer of Sea Shadow, the famous film If You Know It. We also have Mohammed Khawaja. He's a programmer and coordinator for the Sanad Development and Post-Production Fund at ADFF.
How hard was it to get these judges to sign on to this?
Well, Mohammed Khawaja is actually one of our sponsors, since ADFF is one of our sponsors.
Fantastic.
And the others, we just ask them.
You just ask them. Well, people always say, "Oh, you know, we want to get this person, we want to get that person." How hard do you think it is?
We actually wanted a lot of people, but then we had to decide for the best, and these were the best.
So you went for the best. You said, "Okay, I want to get Mohammed Khawaja, I want to get Mohammed Hussein Ahmed, and I want to get Jason Mersch." And you said, "Okay, let's just ask them," and they all agreed to do it.
Yes, they did.
You alluded to having sponsors. Putting on a festival like this, you've got the facility, you've got to, it's got to have the lights on, you've got to have the films there, you've got to have people coming through, you've got to have collaterals, you've got to organize stuff. Eventually, you've got to bring the winners in for the opening and closing, the closing ceremony, but you've got an opening ceremony as well. Mm-hmm. This doesn't happen for free. Yeah,
it doesn't. We have tickets for that.
Do the admission fees pay for the cost, or did you also have to find sponsors?
No, of course we had sponsors. We have our own Zayed University, and we have ADMAF, Abu Dhabi Music and Art Foundation. We also had ADFF, 2454, and our official makeup partner, Makeup Forever, and New York Film Academy.
Now, this is another whole other side of things, because not only are you organizing the festival and doing all of these pieces, your team of 14, plus your faculty supervisors, but you've then got to go out and try and get the funding. And boy, was that a task? Was that easier?
Yeah, on the way we did have a couple of fundraisers, so yeah, we did need some.
When you look at the challenges of fundraising for this kind of events, the fact that we've got other events that take place in the country, was that something that you had to address?
No, not really, because we had our fundraisers inside Zayed University.
I've got more questions, and we've got more things we want to find out about ZUMEFF, and this is going to be very, very special. 100 films, 20 universities, 8 countries represented in this particular festival. 5 different prizes, from the best of the best to the best narrative, best news, best animation, and I've missed one, so we're gonna catch up with that in just a second. More to come right here. Don't move a muscle. If you're interested in film, you want to learn more. ZUMEFF.com. You're going to want to go check this out, because it hasn't started yet, which means there is still time for you to get some tickets and time for you to get out there and get this onto your agenda. When exactly does this start? I've got the other part of the dynamic duo on the line now. This is I'm speaking with
Sheikha or Miriam now?
Mariam. It's Mariam Khanji.
Mariam Khanji's joining me to fill us in on more of what's going on. It's just about ready to kick off, isn't it?
Yeah, it's it's getting very close now. It's going to be on the 23rd of April, the opening night, and the closing night on the 25th of April.
What time of the day do the films show now? So if you go to ZUMEFF.com, you can actually look at the agenda. What's the typical timings of the films?
Yeah, actually, the opening night, there will be no screening, of course. It's going to be from the 6:30, the opening night. But the next day, the screening of the films will start from 12 to 4:30 p.m.
Oh, great. So it's perfect timing. It's not too early, not too late, easy to get into the campus, easy to get out before all traffic.
Yeah, and actually the second day also will be from 4:30 till 8:30. So even if you finish from your university or from like work time, you can pass by to Zayed University and watch some of the films.
I'm looking at some of the different places where these films are coming from: Lebanon, Egypt, Qatar, Algeria, Tunisia, Jordan, Morocco, Lebanon. The list is very, very impressive. And of course the UAE. I'm seeing a whole number of films coming from the UAE as well.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why this third annual of ZUMEFF is really going to a higher level, because we are receiving much from more countries. We received films from 12 countries all over the Middle East, from Egypt, Lebanon, Egypt, Lebanon, Tunisia, Morocco, UAE, Qatar. What else? Turkey, Iran. So there are 12 countries, and from 30 universities, and over 100 film actually.
Which is really incredible.
Yep. Yes.
The big challenge, obviously, for your team is then to get them down to the finalists that ultimately need to be judged.
Yeah, exactly. Like they had really tough time choosing the best 17 films among the 100 films.
So it's down to the best 17.
Yes.
Okay.
The finalists will be 17 films. There are 17 films, and they were announced, actually. And then the winners will be 6 films.
Okay, so those are pretty good odds. When you start looking at some of your favorites, can you give us a little hint about what you liked yourself with respect to the films that are going to be on display?
What the films I liked?
Yeah.
Actually, I like the documentary films. We received films from countries far away from us. And, these kind of untold stories you never heard before. And stories of, searching for identity, searching for these daily questions you hear every day, you ask yourself every day. I'm not going to ruin the films because we're going to, show them in the film festivals. But there are, as I told you, stories of searching of identity, childhood innocence and deception, the daily battle for peace, victims of violence, and these fighting their own demons. And
these are all films by students.
Exactly. And for me, I watched the films, I was very, very surprised. When I watched these films, as an audience, I felt there's no difference between watching these student films and in other international and professional film festivals.
That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
These are essentially, as you've said, when you put down the idea that a student today, a director tomorrow, these are the filmmakers tomorrow that we're going to be watching at the cinema.
Yeah, absolutely. They should be. If they're not, then who will be? There are really, really, really good films.
I'm looking I'm looking at the screening on day 1, 4:30 to 7:30, and I'm just looking at some of the titles here. And The Day, Towards a New Life, The Confined Hope, Complaint of the Goldfish. Feel with us.
Actually, you're saying the names of the finalists, of the films of the finalists.
Okay, so those are the films of the finalists. I'm just looking through Living on the Nile, iPad Man. Wow.
This is an animation film.
Wow. Just the titles alone, and I'm looking where where these are coming from. Notre Dame University's got one called Schoon, and I'm looking through, and then I'm going to some of the other days here as well, and almost finished. This is on day 2, 12 to 2. The Complaint of the Goldfish is there again. Land of Perils, Banished Soul, My Grandfather's Passed Through, ... and it goes on. Very, very interesting titles.
And the content is just as interesting as the title, and even more, I'm telling you.
Now, are there separate categories with Arabic language films and English language films or other language films, or are they just all mixed together?
I think all of them are mixed together because most of the films, actually, like 99% of them are Arabic, like spoken Arabic. And if there will be some subtitles, translation.
Okay.
So I don't think the audience will have any problem with this.
Well, it just sounds exciting as well, because one of my complaints as someone who, if I can have a complaint as both someone in the media and a professor, is that I'd like to see more local and regional Arabic language film that's being produced right here, right now. Playing at the cinemas before the trailers and things play. I'd love to see some shorter bits there that are from around us, and your team that has pulled together this festival this year. Well, you've got the content.
Yep. Exactly. I mean, as I told you, like 99% of the films are Arabic content, and even there are some local contents. We have films from HCT, from Zayed University, from Dubai campus and Abu Dhabi campus, from IUS, and all, like, even the actors are like nationals, are Arabs. So, like, it really embodies the Arabic style and the Arabic language, the films.
If someone was to meet you on the street, you start telling them about ZUMEFF and that this is going to be happening on the 25th, and they look at you and say, well, why should I come?
I would tell them because you will miss so much fun. I know that, like, the people in our age are looking for fun at the first place. Also, I will tell them it's just a new world. It's not just about, like, films in our university or films in the university in Sharjah. It's films all around the Middle East, and you hear different stories. You hear just stories from another part of this world. So I think it will be very exciting for them.
Do you think there's also the hook here is that this is an opportunity to get inside the head or collective heads of the youth of the region? As you said, 30 different countries represented. This is a great opportunity to really start to understand what's going on with youth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's some also the films we're talking about common problems that the youth face every day. So it's not just maybe about it's very, very focused on youth. The film talks about youth. The voices are the voices of the youth. The issues are about the problems that youth face every day. So it's a very youth style and content.
Both of you sound very calm, cool, and collected. As you're getting ready for the opening night, for the opening ceremonies, how are the nerves holding up?
Wow. I mean, okay. I mean, of course there are some tension. But maybe this is the fun part about it, because I mean that's why we are so excited. We want to just do our best to have the best opening night. We are so excited, and I think you should come and see how it's going to be.
and in a sense, there's people always say, students, they have the easy life, and students, they don't know what it's like in the real world, and the list goes on and on and on. You've heard it. This is a shining example of students not only studying the activity of putting together a conference, the activity of public relations and event planning and coordination, and the list goes on, but you're actually doing this. This is right out there in the public for people to see. You're putting this out there and saying, look, we can do it. Come and take a look. Exactly.
I mean, we're not just only, for example, inviting some people, or we're just not only taking a very specific part of this event. These students actually are taking all parts of this event. Each committee is doing something. One committee is doing the work of the PR, some committee of watching the film, another committee is for the finance, for finding some sponsors and talking to the sponsors. So it's just, it's all the work the students are doing this. We are so proud of this.
This is some of the best film you're ever going to see. Why? Because students are hungry and they have something to prove and they want to show you what can be done. And these aren't just films from the UAE. These are films from the region. And we've been speaking with Sheikha and Miriam in Abu Dhabi. They're working very hard on the public relations side of this and getting the word out about the festival. But there's a whole other piece to it as well. Well, not a piece to it, but this was an announcement on the back of the festival, and this has to do with an archive, a film archive.
Yep. It's actually the UAE National Film Library and Archives. It's the first project of its kind in the region. All the films that were produced by UAE or about the UAE will be inside this archive, which I think is really great and big project.
So you're going to have all the films, you're going to have the scripts, the whole bit?
Yeah, exactly. Not only the films, they were gonna have also some materials like the scripts of the films, some promotional materials, some the trailers of the films, even the books that the filmmakers wrote are going to be inside this library. So everything that's related to films inside the UAE will be there. Even the winners of the festivals, Gulf Film Festival, ZUMEFF, Abu Dhabi Film Festival, Dubai Film Festival, all the winners will be inside this archive.
That's huge.
It's very, very huge and very important.
How did this all happen?
It's actually an initiative from Zayed University, Abu Dhabi, and they're not going to do it in only 1 year. It's about 4 to 5 year project because it's very, very big. So Zayed University is going to adopt this project. And they're gonna communicate with all filmmakers around the UAE, all universities, and all film institutes in the UAE.
Do you figure that students are one side of this, and it is in the middle of the day. But do you think you'll also get a nice collection or a nice group of people from the community also wanting to come out to this?
Yes, I was just about telling you. I wanted to tell you about this. I think because of the announcing of the UAE National Film Library and Archives, many important people who are important in the film industry in the UAE are already expressed to us their interest to come to the opening night, especially. Masoud Amrallah, he is, as someone called him, he's the godfather of the cinema, of the UAE cinema. He is coming, and also film directors. Actually, Nawaf al-Janahi, the director of Sea Shadow, he will be announcing this big project.
Wow.
And Ali Mustafa, he's the director of City of Life. He's also coming. Many UAE film directors. Once we tell them it's a student film festival, they love to come and encourage as kind of support to these students.
Well, they were students once themselves, so they know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When someone says there isn't any culture around and that this is a young country and you've heard all those kind of things as well, what do you say to that?
I think there's no problem saying that. I mean, we are proud.
Are you kidding? I'm saying I wouldn't say that at all. I'd say come to ZUMEFF.
No, I will tell them we are young and see what we are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, if we are young and doing this, and then if you are not young, what are we going to do? I mean, we're just doing great things. Yeah.
Well, so this is the third installment. How does this is also a class, so how do you get grades for this? I'm just out of curiosity.
Okay, I think how to tell it. First, this class is actually, we have two kind of work to do. It's kind of a research assignment or research work. We do research about film festivals all over the world. So for example, I had to do about Tokyo International Film Festival, and another student about Cannes Film Festival. Yeah, so each student had different film festival. And the other thing is this, actually, we all deserve good marks. We should tell this. Seriously, we're really working 24 hours a day. So,
I mean, this is real world activity. This isn't, at the end of the day, with 5 o'clock, you check out and say, okay, well, we'll be back tomorrow. You're working well beyond this. Plus, you're taking other courses, right?
Yeah, of course. And this is another challenge of it. It's not this. It's not only this Zoom, of course. It's other 6 or 5 courses.
I don't know.
It's a lot of work to do.
I don't know how you do it. I really, there's people who are listening now saying, hold it, you've got a team of 14 organizing a film festival, and you've got all your full-time students, so you're also taking your other courses, and you're joining me tonight. You've got another team that's doing other things. So you're really, truly putting all of your education to the test. And from everything that I've seen and from everything I've heard tonight, this is going to be absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. And it's about time management, and at the same time, like for me, I'm as a media student, I think this is really what I should study. Media is not only about books and listening in closed rooms, classrooms. It's about going outside and talking to media, talking to filmmakers, talking to people. So I think this is like, if I'm not going to study anything, I'm going to study this. I believe this is what I really should do.
Do the two of you hope to someday be filmmakers yourselves, or is the event planning and coordination something that you see yourself gravitating towards?
For me, I dream to be a filmmaker. I'm doing actually now like just short films and submitting them to film festivals. Sheikha, are you planning to be an event manager or event organizer or a filmmaker?
I prefer to be a party organizer. I'm more the party type.
Okay, so an event coordinator. You want to put together the parties when people are getting together and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's just all sounds very exciting. There must be a lot of people you need to thank who have helped you out for this.
Of course we do. We would like to thank especially the founders of ZUMEFF, Elias Al-Falasi and Zima Majid.
Will they both be coming to this year's event?
We hope so. Yes, they will come to the opening ceremony.
Fantastic. They must look at this and their legacy and
be so proud.
They must be. There must be other people you need to thank.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'd like to thank our professor, Ms. Alia Yunus, first and foremost, and then I'd like to thank all the committees and teams involved. We all work 24/7, and I'd like to thank our sponsors, ADFF, ADMAF, Makeup Forever, 2454, New York Film Academy, and all the people who can come, including you, James. You have to come. we thank you for giving us this opportunity, and above all, our university for giving us this amazing opportunity.
And that's Zayed University who's making this all happen, and at the end of the day, they're facilitating this and letting you use their brand spanking new campus. Fantastic.
Anyone who loves movies, who loves to see films, if you just went to Vox Cinemas, you'd find our posters there.
Wonderful.
And you can know where and when the film festival is.
Thank you very much for taking the time to join us on Nightline and talk to us about ZUMEFF. I really appreciate you doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.